Welcome to our inaugural podcast of Aging Smarter. In this inaugural podcast, we will attempt to explain why we believe it is important to produce a podcast on issues affecting aging, older, and vulnerable adults. I'm your host, retired former judge and adjunct professor of law, Jose Rodriguez. We have found that there is an ever increasing number of aging Americans and vulnerable adults. Our last census showed that the number of aging persons continues to increase exponentially. That increase in older population can be directly attributable to advances in medicine and technology. These advances, continuing at that breakneck speed, not only allow us to live longer, but also improve the quality of our life. We are living longer, fuller, more active, and enriched lives. While cataract surgeries return the full color of the world and return the crispness of leaves on trees to our former blurred outlines of aging eyes, we take a replaced hip, a replaced knee, or a replaced heart valve as commonplace. So we will be reporting on legal concepts, procedural rules, and legislation in an attempt to educate, contemplate, analyze, and reflect by explaining these concepts. We will also tackle explaining medical advances, benefits, and programs available to seniors and other issues of interest so that our followers and occasional listeners can enjoy. Our podcast focus will center on the law and related aging issues in an attempt to make it more understandable where possible. There will be episodes where we will take up the task of explaining some new wrinkle in the law, or we will invite a guest to join us at the microphones to explain strategies, caregiving, lifestyle. And in this inaugural podcast, we're going to be focusing on our area agency on aging, the Senior Resource Alliance, which serves Orange, Seminole, Osceola, and Brevard County. At this time, I'd like to invite our guest to tell us a little about herself. This inaugural podcast, as the Chief Executive Officer and President of the Senior Resource Alliance, Ms. Karla Radka. Greetings and welcome to this, our first inaugural podcast. Ms. Radka, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much, Judge, for inviting me to be a part of this incredible opportunity to reach out an incredible audience in Central Florida and above. And to talk about myself, well, that is not necessarily a topic that I really like to talk so much. But my name is Karla Radka, and I have been a resident of Central Florida for about 35 years. This is the community that I love so much. And I have the incredible honor to be the president and CEO for Senior Resource Alliance, which is the area agency on aging in Central Florida. I do have about 35 years of experience leading nonprofit organizations or working very close with nonprofit organizations with a short experience on the private sector, but it was always with the whole focus on making nonprofit organizations innovative, sustainable, and to really creating impact in the communities that we serve.
And you know, you've received, from what I have read and what I understand, quite a number of awards for your work and for your leadership, which all of us here in Orange, Osceola, Seminole, and Brevard County need to be very proud that you are working with us in that nonprofit organization, Senior Resource Alliance, which basically makes sure that all of the programs or that many of the programs for seniors continue at a good pace. Now, you talked about innovation. I am aware of full disclosure. I sit on the board of advisors of the Senior Resource Alliance, so that's why I know what a great job you do. Um, I know that it serves our community in some very innovative ways that you've had an opportunity to put into effect. One of the things that I admire is the scent dog program that you have. Tell us a little bit about scent dogs.
Definitely. So we had the opportunity to receive a private donation and also a contribution from the Central Florida Foundation. And then the largest part for this initiative in terms of funding comes from the Department of Justice to be able to get dogs and provide those dogs to our partners in law enforcement, sheriff departments in our community, where these highly trained dogs, bloodhounds, are placed in the community to be able to locate seniors that may be lost in the community due to Alzheimer's or dementia.
We use the bloodhounds to find missing people, children that get lost, take off, on foot, elderly people, anyone who just takes off on foot in general, he'll be able to track them.
In a missing persons case, the further you get away from the event, the more difficult it gets. St. Evans Canine is a company we established to help canine handlers have better success with people that go missing.
So we're partnering with Scent Evidence Canine and the Senior Resource Alliance to provide these scent evidence preservation kits to residents of Orange County.
It's a evidence-grade jar, 5x9 gauze pad, that is used to wipe on the body, place in the jar and seal it up. So this scent kit is designed to give the dog the purest scent so they can start that trail and direct resources to that individual as quickly as possible.
Every second count when a senior is missing. Orange County Sheriff's Office is in the business of protecting the seniors, the residents of Orange County, and we are alone on that mission to take care of seniors in our community.
Yeah, that's a good boy!
They are both bloodhounds that are trained and committed to really do the work along with their handlers.
We're so fortunate here in Orange County to have trained bloodhounds that this is all they do. And it's just a great resource for us to have to help our community.
People, when a loved one goes missing, they get overwhelmed, but the kits are great and just also easy for the presentation to the dogs.
A team can get right there, grab a scent jar, and go straight to work.
When someone goes missing, time is of the essence. We want to find them as quickly as possible so that tragedy can't strike.
If it saves one life, that's good enough. When a senior is lost in the community, every second counts, and statistics tell us that the first 16 minutes are key to locate a senior without any harm. So this partnership is all about providing these dogs in the community, and so far we have 6, and we're looking to triple the amount of dogs that are provided to our police departments. Our commitment is to have livable communities and for seniors to age in place, because we know that seniors that continue to volunteer, and in the case when they are living with dementia or Alzheimer's, if they remain in their communities, they do a lot better.
And anybody who has aging parents, aging grandparents knows that sometimes when we get older, we may not remember if we leave the house. We had a situation where one of our aunts, our aging aunts, left the house and wasn't able to find her way back. Thank goodness for a law enforcement officer who knew where we lived, who came and brought her back. That was quite a scary experience, and I suspect that the work that the dogs are doing is, well, phenomenal for the people who are the relatives of the lost. Tell us what else. It is my understanding that one of the biggest challenges that seniors have is loneliness. That that loneliness may lead to depression and to self-destructive behavior. What, if anything, in the area of seniors, loneliness, what innovative steps has the Senior Resource Alliance taken?
Loneliness is such an incredible, has an incredible effect on seniors that is very, very negative, because loneliness can lead to depression. It can lead to obesity, to lack of enjoyment in life. And social isolation is something that we tackle every single day and have several initiatives to be able to support our seniors. We offer wellness workshops that are evidence-based in our organization. And as we speak, there are so many instructors and coaches in our community providing these workshops that are not only have the effect of providing advice and opportunities for change on behavior to protect them from falls or to manage chronic disease, but it does have that opportunity to congregate and to create that opportunity for fellowship. The same thing happens with our congregate meal sites to our provider network and through our programs with Meals on Wheels. However, we have taken it a step farther, and that has been the opportunity to incorporate artificial intelligence
Wow.
into our whole array of services to engage with seniors, and that is in the form of LEQ, a robot that it provides companionship to seniors and reminders to take medications, invitations to dance or exercise, invitation to cook healthy and provide recipes with ingredients that may be available on the
All of
home.
this from a robot?
All of that and more.
Wow. I mean, you really are at the absolute critical front edge of progress and of, again, making sure that seniors do have an engaged, well, the quality of life. Tell us about some other programs that Senior Resource Alliance is keen on.
Yes, I would like to go back to the Scent Evidence Dogs initiative that we have because there is a second part to that. That is the distribution of scent kits. So through technology, seniors are able to uh, store the scent of an individual. Caregivers can actually store the scent of their senior, their loved one, on a jar, and that is good enough for 10 years. So, in partnership with the police departments, and you hope to never use it, they can actually locate very quickly that scent on the home, that scent kit, and that gives an advantage to be to find a senior because that scent is presented to the dog, so the dog then have an immediate blueprint to be able to track a senior.
I've seen the kits. As a matter of fact, they're like they come in a cube, and then inside there is a glove so that the person that is taking the scent doesn't
Compromise.
compromise it, doesn't, again, use their own scent and mix it with the scent of the person. There is a wipe that the individual uses, and then that wipe with the scent of the individual of the elder person is put in a jar, and it's closed and sealed. And that way, when it's needed, the jar is open. The scent is revealed from that was taken from that wipe and given to the dog, and that's how the dog connects with the individual that they're searching. That's phenomenal. Whoever came up with that just was really thinking, or as they say, was going on all cylinders, really moving. And that's if you don't drive an electric car, because I mean, cylinders are internal combustion engines. So I just wanted to make that point since we are moving forward. But you present with the scent kits, with the robot, you present, and with the AI, you present a vision of the 21st century that we're in now, and all of these advances that are coming to bear to help uh, the elderly and again the vulnerable. What else can you tell us about Senior Resource Alliance and what other um, wonderful programs you've got?
Yes, we have placed in the community additional technology that is radar based to be able to track any falls. So if there is a senior, especially if they live by themselves, this technology allows them to be monitored 24/7 in a way that is non-invasive because it's all radar, so it's all shadows, so it doesn't invade the privacy
Right.
of anyone. In the event of a fall, the first line of defense is to call the senior. And if there is no answer, then a caregiver. And then if there is no answer, then an emergency responder to be able to do a well check.
Well, falls have been noted in the studies to be the greatest cause of, well, declining health. Again, because someone who has fallen not only gets injured, but also there are consequences that evolve from that, like not being immobile. And if you're being immobile, you do not get the necessary exercise. It's just a cascade of horribles uh, that again come from falls. The fact that there is a radar detection device that you all that Senior Resource Alliance is behind is phenomenal. It just contributes again to a better living. Just contributes to again how we use for the benefit of seniors the technology that's out there and that's available. What else?
Well, in addition to this technology, we are a part of a research from scientists from University of Central Florida and through a grant from the National Institute of Health to study falls in our region. So we have the research, the prevention, and the intervention. And in terms of prevention, which is one of my favorite programs, is actually the evidence-based workshops on fall prevention. So in English, the workshop is called A Matter of Balance.
I see.
And in Spanish is Un Asunto de Equilibrio. And these are all workshops that are evidence-based and that are provided in our community at no cost for our seniors in community centers and civic centers and exercise facilities. Everywhere where we can possibly gather seniors, we are there providing these workshops at no cost that are all about providing tools and equipping seniors with the right information, technology, and behavioral modifications for them to prevent falls. Because, as you mentioned, falls have such a domino effect that is terribly negative in the lives of seniors. It can really be detrimental for them to continue to live in the community and by themselves and independently.
Now, I know that this is not all inclusive of the things that that the Senior Resource Alliance is involved in. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to ask you back time and time again to tell us more about what's going on. I think that at this point, we need to go ahead and ask everyone out there that if you are interested in continuing to watch Aging Smarter, that you take a look down and subscribe, as well as hit the thumbs up button. Show us that you like the program. We will wind up again bringing Karla back with more additional information and perhaps with the dogs, the scent kits, and the
LEQ.
and LEQ, the robots, so that we can see more directly on another episode of Aging Smarter. Again, thank you for watching. We hope that not only you will continue to watch, but that you will tell others about how Aging Smarter helps you, will help your family, and will help the community. Again, thank you again, and take care. Take care of yourselves and each other.